Have you ever considered going to a casino to gamble but are too afraid because you don't know what you're doing? Lucky for you, I'm a blackjack dealer, and today I'm going to be teaching you the basic strategy of blackjack. Today I plan on teaching you the basic fundamental and rules that you as a player need to follow, and basic strategy while you play the game. First, let's talk about the rules you as a player need to understand. Buying in. When you first get to a table, you need to slide your buy-in money across the table. Never hand your money directly to the dealer because they are not allowed to take money out of your hands for security reasons. While playing your hands, you are going to always want to make sure you have your bet in the betting circle and wait for your turn. The dealer will signal when it is your turn by pointing. So when they point to you, it is your turn. Do not touch your chips or the cards as soon as the cards are out on the table, especially if you would like to split your cards. The dealer will do so for you. When you would like to hit your hand, you must press your finger against the table and tap. When you would like to stay, wave your hand above the table, signaling that you would not like another card. Always note that the goal of the game is not to get 21 or get as close to 21, but to make sure the dealer busts his or her hand, so that you will be able to win. With that said, let's move on to strategies. First, let's talk about knowing when to hit and when to stay. Most casinos in Colorado have 1, 2, 6, or 8 decks of 52 cards and require the dealer to hit a soft 17. In that case, do the following. Always hit hard 11 or less. Stand on hard 12 against the dealer's 4 through 6, otherwise hit. Stand on 13 through 16 against the dealer's 2 through 6, otherwise hit. Always stand on hard 17 or more. Always hit soft 17 or less. Stand on soft 18 except hit against a dealer's 9, 10, or ace. And always stand on a soft 19 or more. Know that when an ace is present, it can be considered as 1 or 11. For example, if you have an ace and a 6, you would have a 7 or a 17. Once a number comes out such as a 10, it would be considered a 17, and the ace now counts as a 1. Now let's talk about doubling. When a double opportunity comes, you need to place even or less amount of chips behind or to the side of the bet. So if you have an 11, that is a good time to double down your hand. So you put the chips behind the bet and signal one finger to show that you only want one card. Most casinos will let you double on any 2 cards. In that case, here are some good times to double your money. Double a hard 9 versus the dealer's 3 through 6. Double hard 10 except against the dealer's 10 or ace. Double hard 11 except against the dealer's ace. Double soft 13 or 14 versus the dealer's 5 through 6. Double soft 15 or 16 versus the dealer's 4 through 6. And double soft 17 or 18 versus the dealer's 3 through 6. Now let's move on to splitting. When a splitting possibility comes up, such as 2 of the same cards, you should put out the same amount of chips next to your bet and signal 2 fingers to show that you would like 2 separate cards. 2 separate hands is what I meant. So then the dealer will move them for you. Splitting is a good way to make your money also. After splitting, you also might have the chance to double down. Here are some good tips on when to split. Always split aces and 8s, never split 5s and 10s. Split 2s and 3s against the dealer's 4 through 7 and against a 2 or 3. Split 6s against a dealer's 3 through 6 and against a 2. Split 7s against the dealer's 2 through 7, and finally split 9s against the dealer's 2 through 6 or an 8 through 9. Now that you know what you're doing, I think you are able to go up and try out yourself. I have taught you the basics on general rules of the game and basic strategy. I hope that my advice can help you if you decide you would like to go play blackjack. Keep in mind that the house edge is about 57%, so with that said, you should not go play if you are depending on winning your rent money, because it most likely will not work. Instead, go up and bring only the money that you are willing to lose. And one last note, make sure you take care of your dealers and tip them if they're showing you a good time. Dealers make about $5 an hour, and they really appreciate your tips. All you have to do is ask how to tip, and the dealer should be able to help you. Thank you for listening to my speech.
What do I do with rent money then?